What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's TJ here. In this video, we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be making a tier. So I was in my homeboy stream the other day, CEO Draco, his name, and his Twitch name is Swift_Gandhi, capital S, capital G. Remember that, I'm going to put it on the screen and link in the bio. And on his stream, he was making a tier of the best juice. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't know you can make a tier. Like, I didn't know there's a website for it. I thought you had to download a template and then literally get the images that you want and do it yourself. I thought it was gonna be extra work, like unnecessary extra work. That's why I never done it. So I'm 5-6 years late on making tiers. It's cool. It's cool. So Cartoon Network just turned 30 years old. No, they're not dying. I thought people would have read that when they say they're just merging with Warner Bros. Even though I thought Warner Bros was already over Cartoon Network, but I'll research that stuff later. But it is a tier list of every Cartoon Network show that was programmed on Cartoon Network. And we're gonna get into it. The rankings are the best, great, good, mediocre, bad, never watched / don't remember, and what is this. So let's go ahead and get into it. And the first one we have up is Two Stupid Dogs. Dang, that's a 90s show, but I'm gonna put that under never watched / don't remember. Alright, I can already feel all the old heads. What do you mean you never watched or don't remember that show? That's the greatest ever. See, the thing I like about old heads is we have the same love for cartoons. The thing I don't like is whenever it's a TV show from that era and you don't know it, they call everything from that era great. And it's a lot of stuff that is great from that era, but not everything was great. You feel me? And I don't see a lot of people mentioning Two Stupid Dogs as their favorite show growing up. Like, favorite as in like that's the greatest of all time. Let's be honest. But I don't really remember that. I do remember seeing their faces. I don't remember that. Next up, we got 16. I'm gonna put that under the great. That was my after school show right there. Get out of elementary school and then cut on the TV. I'm 16. I'm 16. Alright. I'm gonna stop singing. But that was a pretty fun show. I thought that show was so good that I thought that's how my life was when I was 16. That's a lie. I didn't have a job or worked at the mall when I was 16. Nah. We got a pup named Scooby-Doo. That's one of the best. I don't care what nobody says. Adventure Time. I didn't like that show growing up. Alright, we got a Almost Naked. Sorry, I'm capping. Adventure Time, that's one of the best. You feel me? That's one of the best. I remember the advertisements for the show when it first popped off. It was this boy walking around dressed up as Finn. Excuse me, ma'am? Or excuse me, sir, what time is it? They'd tell him the time and he'd be like, no, it's not. It's Adventure Time, Adventure Time, Adventure Time. I'm gonna put the clip in the video.
What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? What? What time is it? What? Come on, tell me what time is it?
What?
What time is it, guys?
Vampire fighting time!
What time is it?
Who's ready to party?
What time is it?
Fun time.
What time is it? I don't care! Oh, what time is it? What? What time is it?
Yeah, man.
What time is it?
That advertisement, the way they advertised the show and the way they presented it, it was like, bro, this show about to be a pretty good show. Then I watched one episode and it was a pretty lit episode. It was the one with the vampire looking businessman or something like that. I forgot the name of him. We got Almost Naked Animals. That was a pretty good show. That was also an after school show. Mason World of Gumball. That was, I'll probably say the best recent shows would be Adventure Time, Gumball, and what's the show? Regular Show. But between those two, it was always, between those three, it was always, I always put Regular Show over both of those. I'm sorry. Regular Show, Gumball, and Adventure Time are tied up. But if I had to choose between Adventure Time and Gumball, dang, I ain't gonna cap. I'll probably have to go with Adventure Time. I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. I have to go with Adventure Time. Alright, we got Apple and Onion. I don't know. Yeah, I read that right. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Atomic Betty. Don't know what that is. Baby Looney Tunes. That was a great show. Baby Looney Tunes was a show that came on mainly like when you were at school. So in order to watch that show most of the time, where you just be like, hey mom, I'm sick, you don't feel good, or you were actually sick and just in general stayed home from school back in elementary. That's the type of show that was. That was a pretty good show. Batman. Oh, just a heads up, most of these DC shows I didn't watch because I'm not a DC fan. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Only thing DC I like is the Joker, and that's because he's a villain and he's a pretty dope villain. So, all right, you got another Batman. Nope. Ben 10, it's like 4? Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 different ones. I remember seeing like 2 of them. So the first one is great. The original just Ben 10 and then Ben 10 Alien Force. Put that on the great. But the rest of these I never watched. Oh, the last two is a What Is This? Because I didn't even know they came out with more. I just happen to know from just looking at them. I know Ultimate Alien. I remember that being advertised, but I just never watched it. All right, we got Batman. DC. Never watched. Camp Lazlo. I'll put that on one of the greats. That was the same show. That was a show created by the guy that created what's the name of the show? Rocko's Modern Life. And of course Tom Kenny was in there as well. That's why sometimes whenever they transition, they had the SpongeBob sound. I don't know if y'all really caught that, but I caught that as a kid. There was a lot of SpongeBob stuff that went on in that show. That's that planet dude that I don't remember. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't remember that. Chop Saki Chicks. I remember that show. I didn't like that show. I didn't like that show like that. I'm gonna be honest. All right, we got Chowder. I'm putting that as the best, bro. Chowder. That show was so funny for no reason. I'll probably say one of my favorite episodes was the one where they had to play. I think it was like 2 episodes. That was one of my favorite episodes. That one, the one where he had a guy singing to Panini saying, "I'm not your boyfriend." What else is next? And also the other one with him and oh, what's the name of that rock dude? They used to go like Rada. I forgot his name. But when him and Chowder went to the bank and that old man kept messing up on the money, that was one of my favorite episodes. Clarence, pretty good episode. I seen that. That's more of a recent show, and I also just remember watching that show from being stuck in a hotel. I'm be honest, just being stuck in a hotel. Anytime I'm out of town, I'll be like, "Hey, what's on TV? What's on Cartoon Network? What new shows they got out now?" That was Clarence, and that's pretty good. Class of 3000 by Andre 3000, 3 Stacks himself. That was a great show. I like that show a lot, and a lot of people don't want to admit it for some reason, or they just seem to like say, "Oh, it's a good show. It's not the greatest, but it's good." It was a pretty great show to me. I wish they would have at least had at least a 2 or 3 season run with that show. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I didn't know they created a show till now because I see the CN in the corner. So hey, all right, we got Code Lyoko. I don't know what that is. I'm putting that on. What is that? Kids Next Door. I'm putting that under. Shoot. I ain't even front. Y'all about to beat me over the head for this one. I'm putting that on the great. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I have to put that on the great. Honestly, hey. The show. It was a it was a good entertaining show. It's just like to say that's the best. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I already know I'm probably gonna get knocked out over that. But hey, pop off in the comments. Y'all got my socials. You pull up if you want to. You wanna shoot that 30 over and what's up then? Let me stop. Courage the Cowardly Dog, the best. A lot of people found that show scary. Like as a kid, they found it scary, but I didn't find it scary. One episode that did make it scary was the little slender man looking dude. That slender one that was like, you know, he was saying something to him in the fog. I forgot. I need to go back and watch some of these shows so I can refresh my mind. Cow and Chicken. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember watching that show. I do remember one episode that was an offensive episode with those with the female bikers. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get shut down on there, but just type in Cow and Chicken female biker gang. I don't know. I'm guessing that's the best way to type it in, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. Craig of the Creek. I seen that show advertised. I just never watched it. What does that say? The Cramp Twins. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm seeing something with Wonder Woman and like some more DC characters. I don't know what that is. Dexter's Laboratory. I'm gonna be honest. This is another one I'm gonna get beat up over the head with. Dexter's Laboratory. It was funny, but it wasn't one of the best to me. It just came out in the 90s. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's one of the shows I felt like just came out in the 90s, and people are like, "Oh, it's the greatest ever." I'm gonna be honest. Y'all probably gonna fight me over that. How to Train Your Dragon, the TV show. I remember that show coming out. I just never watched it. Duck Dodgers. I don't remember. I remember playing one of the Flash games on CartoonNetwork.com. Ed and Eddie. Oh my gosh, that's one of the best shows. And if I could make another I can't make another. I don't know how to make another block to add its own like rank on it, but I will rank that as just Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and I will put that above everything else. Now, if you rank Ed, Ed, and Eddie anything under the best, I want my round, bro. Y'all got my socials. Hit me up, and we can fight about it, bro. Because Ed, Ed, and Eddie, that's one of the best shows, man. I don't care what nobody's saying. We got Evil Khan Kareem. I think that's a spinoff of Evil Khan Kareem. Yeah, I think that's a spinoff of Billy and Mandy, one of the villains. So that put never watched, don't remember, because I genuinely don't remember that show. I remember the characters, but not that show. Farces Home, the best. That's one of the best. I don't care what nobody's saying. The Garfield Show, that was a pretty good show. That was another after school program that you watch, or if you stayed home from school, just like Baby Looney Tunes, you either gonna see the show like after school or when you staying home from school. Like it wasn't bad, but it was, you know, it was something to keep you alive. Rex, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna put that under the mediocre. It wasn't bad like that Chop Saki Chuck show. It wasn't bad. I just didn't enjoy it like that, but it wasn't bad to that point. Georgia the Jungle. Is that a remake or something? I'm gonna be honest, I don't. I'm gonna put that on. What is this? Green Lantern, DC. Y'all know how I am about DC. Never watched. Billy and Mandy, the best. Does anybody? I'm trying to remember, but it was an episode where he went to his own planet. He had on some superhero suit, and he went to his own planet with his cat, and he started shooting yogurt and just filled up the whole planet with yogurt, bro. That sounds so disgusting saying that, but you know what I mean. Like, it was actually pink strawberry yogurt, I think. All right, we got Grim and Evil. I think that was another spinoff show. I never watched that. Yeah, that show was of him and that bear. Also right there in that picture. Of him and that bear with the brain and stomach inside the little case. Got HeMan. That's my dad's time. And plus, I don't know if that's a remake. I just know it's HeMan. HeMan, that's like my dad's. HeMan, Thundercats, and all them. That's my dad's favorite show, so I'm gonna put that on the don't watch. I mean, never watched. Puffy Amiyumi. That was a good show, from what I remember. I Am Weasel. I don't remember that show. Infinity Train. I did read that right. Yeah, Infinity Train. I don't know what that is. Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo was the prime example of shooting your shot whenever you get the chance. And when I tell you that man was literally shooting his shot in every episode, he was shooting his shot. And he also got knocked out. Johnny Test was another after school show that you just watched. They used to play like 4 episodes. I mean, like four, 30-minute episodes. Like right when I get off from school. And I think a little bit in middle school too. But high school, I don't really remember. I wasn't really watching cable TV around high school, because at that time, that's when Netflix started to pop up with TV shows, and also Hulu started to take over. And also Redbox as well. Redbox was still popular. They still have Redboxes now that I think about it. They still have Redboxes, and I thought Redbox died out. Alright, you got Justice League, DC. Justice League, I'm guessing another remake. Don't remember. Dang, another Justice League? I don't remember. I mean, don't remember, never watched. Never watched it. Crypto was a pretty good show. Crypto, the Super Dog, or the Super Pup, or Pup something, I forgot. That was a pretty good show. League of Super Evil, that was a pretty good after school show. I don't remember much. I remember a bunch of the funny stuff, but I don't remember a full episode. Like, I can't tell you one episode, but I remember watching the show and it was pretty good. Juniper Lee, I think that's what it says. Never watched. I do know that was like another 2000s or late 90s TV show, but I just never watched it. What does that say? Long Live the Royals? I don't know what that is right there. Looney Tunes, the remake. I seen that advertised, but I just never watched it. All right, we got Mad TV. Mad TV, I'm gonna put that under. I'm gonna put that under good. That show wasn't bad. It really wasn't a bad show. A lot of people don't like it because of, I don't know, whatever reason. I just remember a lot of people saying they don't like the show, but it was pretty good. Now, if I was a kid making this tier, I'd put it at the best, but like, growing up, you know, it's like, man, that was a pretty good show. All right, we got a Moo Moo. It's of a black cat. Oh no, Mau Mau. Hey, big dog, I don't know what that is. Flapjack. Ooh, Flapjack. That's another show I will fight anybody on. That is one of the best shows. I will fight anybody on that. All right, we got what does that say? Mega. Oh, that's that show about them in that little truck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Y'all might fight me. Y'all might fight me on this one, but that's a 2000s show that people love that I don't remember. I don't remember. I just remember them being part of Cartoon Network City. All right, and another one we got. What does that say? Mighty Magic Swords. I don't know what that is. Oh, that Mike and I know their faces, but I just never watched that show, and I also don't remember it. So if I did watch it, I can't tell you episode or even a 5-second piece of the show to save my life. Mixels, don't know, never heard of it. What is that? The Moxie Show, I don't know what that is. All right, we got Mucha Lucha. This is a TV show that might get my head cut off. Hey, that was a pretty great show, honestly. I wouldn't put that show as the best in my opinion, but that's me. And also, you know, I already know how it's gonna go. You know, people about to chop my head off in the comments. You don't think Mucha Lucha's the best? No, I don't. I did like one of their games on CartoonNetwork.com, but it is what it is. All right, we got Manjin Partners of Monkey. Hey, that's another Tom Kenny show. Hey, that's one of the best. Lego Ninjago, never watched. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, cause it's, you know, the show didn't interest me. Only thing that made me remember that show is Lego. Now, if it was just straight up Ninjago, I'd put that on the what is this? Even though I know what the show is, because I just, you know, that's how much I didn't watch the show. OKKO. Oh yeah, that's that OKKO show. Yeah, that was a pretty good show. I was stuck in a hotel, seen that. Seen a few episodes, and it was pretty good. We got Over the Garden Wall. I never watched that. I seen the advertisement. Hold up. That was a TV show? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know they made a TV show. Ozzy and Drix. Yeah, Ozzy and Drix. I didn't know that was a TV show. I'm gonna put that under what is this? Cause yeah, I didn't know that they came out with a TV show. I thought it was just a movie. Alright, we got both of the Powerpuff Girls. I'm gonna put the Powerpuff Girls. I'm gonna put that under the original one. I'm gonna put the original one under greats. And the remake, I never watched the remake. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think my brother has seen the remake, but me on my end, I never watched the episode of the remake because it's a remake. And most remakes, they try to change some stuff that's unnecessary for no reason, and it just kind of ruins the remake part. What's next? We got oh, what's the name of the show? I can't really see it because the fonts on it. Problem Solvers. That was a pretty good show. That show was a pretty good show. I don't remember that show. Like, it's like I remember, but it's like I don't remember it being bad. Let me say that. Regular show, one of the greatest shows, and even the name of the show is sarcastic itself because it was not a regular show. Like that's what makes it even funnier. Oh, Robot Boy. I don't remember that. I remember the characters, but I don't remember the TV show. Robotomy. I don't know what that is. Samurai Jack. Hey, this might get my head cut off. I'm gonna put that on the great. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna put that on the great. Well, no. I'll take that back. I think I enjoyed that show above the rest of those right there. They also had a little shooting, a little arrow game. Not an arrow game, but a game where you play as young Samurai Jack on CartoonNetwork.com, and that was a pretty funny game. All right, Scooby-Doo, is this What's New or Mystery? Okay, this is Mystery Incorporated. Mystery Incorporated, I think it was What's New Scooby-Doo was the one that I liked the best. So with Mystery Incorporated, I'm gonna put that at great. And okay, What's New Scooby-Doo is it even? Oh, it's nowhere near. Okay. Oh, that's that Fort Awesome. Yeah, Secret Mountain Fort Awesome. I'm gonna put that in the mediocre because I didn't really like that show like that. Secret Saturdays. A lot of people like that show. I just didn't watch it like that. I'm not going to consider that TV show great. I'm gonna be honest. Not even the best. I think it's pretty good, average at best. Sheep in the Big City. Don't remember. What does that say? Skunk Fern. Sonic Boom. Didn't know they even made a Sonic TV show. Space Ghost. Don't remember. I'm gonna get my head cut off of that. Squirrel Boy. Squirrel Boy was pretty good. That was a pretty good TV show. All right. Star Wars. The Clone Wars. They had 2 of them. This one with the cartoon looking ones, because I didn't know they made a cartoon version of it. It was already 3D. Why they make it cartoon? Anyway, I'm gonna put that one under what is this, because I didn't know about that till just now. I'm just looking at the images. I see cartoons, so hey. All right, we got the Clone Wars. All right, that is going under the, no, not the best. I'm sorry. That's going under great. because I'm not a Star Wars fan in any way, shape, or form unless it's Lego Star Wars, and that's from playing the game during the 2000s. Because it's Lego Star Wars, and who doesn't like Lego Star Wars? But you know, I'm gonna put that show in the great because it honestly introduced me to Star Wars as well. But once again, I'm not a Star Wars fan, so you know, maybe if I was a Star Wars fan, then yeah. But other than that, no. Static Shock, great. I'm putting that on the great. That's another DC show. Steven Universe, I'm gonna get my head cut off probably from the younger kids, or you know, kids a little bit younger than me, because I only seen a few episodes of it and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it, but not enough to say it was great. All right, we got, what does that say? Stormhawks. I'm putting that on the what is this? Because I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Summer Camp Island. Sunday. Oh, that's an I. Sunday Pants. I thought it say Sunday Panis. I was about to say, what in the world is going on? SWAT Cats. Don't remember. I don't know what that is. Symbonic Titan. Don't know what that is. Dang. Teen Titans Go and Teen Titans. Alright, Teen Titans Go. I like that show. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I might get my head knocked off as well. That was a pretty good show. And now the OG Teen Titans show, that's going under the great. Not the great, the best. Am I the only one that remembers that fighting game that was on CartoonNetwork.com? That was extremely hard to beat. Like, that game was hard for no reason. Thundercats, never watched. That's my dad's. Tig and Seek. I gotta search that up. I don't know who that little boy is. A little boy and a cat look like it. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Tom Squad. I don't remember. Total Drama Island. That's one of the best. I don't care what nobody say. Argue with your mama. People don't like that show for some reason, or they don't think it's one of the greatest shows. Bro, what? Anyway, let's go to the next one. This is Redonkulous Race. Oh, Race. What is that? What is Redonkulous Race about? Okay, I didn't know that show was. Yeah, I didn't know that was a. I didn't know that was another Total Drama show. But I'm gonna put that on the what is this, because I never even heard of that. Total Drama Rama. I am reading that right. Yeah. All right. I don't know what that is. Total Spies. Hey, my babies. You feel me? That's going under. I feel like I'll have to go back and watch that show. I'll honestly have to refresh my mind on that show. But I remember being greatest, and I had a crush on Shorty in the Yellow. That was like that. That was my cartoon baby. You feel me? Transformers. That was never watched. Cause that Transformers show always came on, like at 5, 6 a.m. Eastern time, because that was like the first show that came on after Adult Swim ended, and also when you were home for school, and I just never watched it. Uncle Grandpa, that was a pretty good show from the days I was, once again, on multiple trips, stuck in a hotel, what's on TV, what's on Cartoon Network, going by, and that was a pretty funny show. I think that's the show that, yeah, that's the show with Pizza Steve, I think. Uni Kitty, never heard. Victor Valentino, Villainess, what? I can't see that. The words is all squished up together. Villain. I say villain, but I can't see the rest. Put that on. What is that? We Bear Bear. That was a pretty good show. I just never, you know. Once again, that's more recent, so I'm not saying I'm putting that up there because it's more recent. It's just a lot of these recent shows I only seen because I'm in a hotel. Now, I have no option but to watch that if it's anything on TV. Right, we got What a Cartoon. What a Cartoon was basically all the 90s show. It was basically segments. They would show little segments of the like different 90s shows. So I'm gonna put that under the best just because it has, I think that show has episodes from Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Lab, Cow and Chicken and all that stuff. So, you know, that's the best, I guess. I'll put that at the best. Whatever Happened to Robot Jones. I like that show. That show wasn't bad. I'm putting that on the grade. What we got? What's New Scooby-Doo? Yeah, What's New Scooby-Doo? What's New Scooby-Doo? I like that show over Mystery Incorporated. Mystery Incorporated wasn't bad, but, you know. And they also had a better theme song. Oh, Xiaolin. I think I'm saying that right because that's Chinese. But Xiaolin, that was, what? Dang. I like that show a lot. I'm going to be honest. But I'm going to have to put that under the good. And also, that was another after-school TV show that I would watch. Young Justice, DC. Annoying Orange. I wish I can create another rank and just put is the worst thing on this earth and why is this on my TV. The fact that they advertised that show on my TV and showed it on my TV, even when the channel was on a whole nother, even when the TV was on a whole nother channel, the fact that was playing at the same time, like why? Like where did that even come from? Like it, yeah, I know the show is called Annoying Orange, but it's annoying in a non-entertaining way. Like it was just so aggravating. Oh my gosh, I'm getting mad just talking about it. But yeah, that show was crap. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't stand it I couldn't stand it to save my life. All right, we got a Hero 108. That was a pretty. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was right where it is, mediocre. Thundercats look like a remake. I'm not too sure. That's my dad's thing. Batman, DC, never watched. Superman, never watched. Elliot, wait. Yeah, oh no, Elliot from Earth. I don't know what that is. We Baby Bears. Yeah, Baby Bears. I didn't know they made a spinoff of We Bear. How do you make a? Never mind. I was about to say, how do you make a spinoff of a show that just came out? But once again, I don't really watch recent Cartoon Network like that. I'm not gonna put it down because of that. But I don't know what that is. Jellystone. I don't know what that is, but I see Yogi Bear, so I'm guessing it's a remake. All right, we got the Fungies. I'm gonna probably say that right. Fungies. Yeah, I don't know what that is. And Steven Universe Future. I didn't know they made a spinoff. What's some of these spinoffs? All right, and that is my Cartoon Network program and tier list. But that is the end of this tier making episode. Let me save this. I'm gonna put this as TJ's Cartoon Network tier list. And once again, I already know I'm gonna get some heat for the some of the shows that I put in great, but it is what it is. So why is this advertisement? No, go back in the presentation mode. So sound off in the comments of which shows y'all think are the best and great, and if you want to just fully go into detail with everything in the comments of every single show, go ahead. I'm not holding you back, and I'm not gonna get mad at you. But that is the end of this video. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.